There's a lot of people in the paddock that think that this might be a Ferrari track.
I don't know if it will be, but I hope so. I love this track though. It's one of my favorites with Baku and Monaco, which are all street tracks. So yeah, I was missing to come back here, and I'm really happy to be back here.
What is it about this track that you love? Because it's, from the outside looking in and from hearing you guys talk about it, it seems that it's not only physical, but also a massive mental challenge.
Yeah, I mean, mentally, as every tracks, city tracks, but it's also by night, and the race is one of the longest of the season. So, and to still keep the mental fresh whenever your physical is completely dead is a tricky task. So, and you have no rooms for mistakes, which also makes it exciting. So that's why I love it that much.
We're in the final part of the season. What do you want to get out of these last few races?
Well, just extract the maximum out of the car and show that we have grown from the mistakes we've done this year now, and try to execute the weekends perfectly, and hopefully having a win on Sunday.
Of the motion and the vibe of 2018?
I mean, lap-wise is way off.
Yeah, but in terms of the mixed conditions, it was a massive challenge today.
It was such a challenge, yeah, definitely. And I was so happy that we could, because in P3 the car wasn't, P2 the car wasn't feeling so great. Felt good in P1, and we made some changes overnight. Obviously, none of us got a real good run in P3. But as soon as I saw that we were kind of fighting for that front row, I was thinking, oh my God, maybe it's on today. And I was just trying to squeeze out everything, just try. That's the closest I've had that of hope in terms of that, again, in the front row this year. So, to be half a tenth off, there was definitely half a tenth there left on track, and it's gutting in one sense, but also I'm grateful in another.
The nose ring is back in. How come?
It got infected loads of times, but I was trying to find a solution, and I went back to the clinic, and then that's the best way for it to heal. So,
you're not worried about the consequences of it going back in, the FIA?
Well, for me, it's a health part, so that's the way it's going to stay, and we have to deal with it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Max, we heard your clear frustrations of having to box when you could have put it on pole. I mean, looked like you were going to put it on pole. Did you feel you were? And just describe your feelings why you were in that position.
Yeah, I already felt the lap before as well. But then they told me to abort, so I said, okay, we do that. But then on the final lap, they told me to box, and then I realized, I think, what was going to happen, and we ran out of fuel. So it's just incredibly frustrating and shouldn't happen. And even when you underfuel it, or when you don't plan to do that sixth lap, then at least you track that throughout the session that you're not going to make it, and we should have seen that way earlier. So yeah, not happy at all at the moment. I know, of course, it's always a team effort, and I can make mistakes and the team can make mistakes, but it's never acceptable. Of course, you learn from it, but this is really really bad, to be honest. It shouldn't happen.
Well, you make mistakes together, but you also win together. You've done it 5 consecutive times coming in here. You have never won in Singapore, but we've seen you win from far down the grid throughout the season. So what are your chances tomorrow? It's a race that does offer a lot of opportunities. Safety cars are plenty.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like Monaco. It's just super hard to pass. You can maybe do a little bit with strategy, but at the moment I'm not really in the mood to think about the race tomorrow.
I'm sure.
But once I jump in the car, I will always give it, of course, my very best. But at the moment, I'm just super frustrated with what just happened.
Okay, so what do you do about processing that and compartmentalising it and moving forward?
Back to the hotel, think about other stuff.
Okay, enjoy. Thank you.